Alright, hello guys, welcome back to my weekly assignment. So in this week, the assignment is make a model and explanation for 20 question CCNA material. So we will start about first question. Okay, the first question is which IP36 address block sends packet to a group address rather than a single address? A. FA80/10, B. FF00 slash 8, C. FC00/7, and D. 200 2000/3. Okay, the correct answer is B, because the IP46 multiclass address range use to send packets to multiple devices simultaneously. The A is incorrect or wrong because this is the link local address for communication with a single network segment. So this is for one segment if you wanna use IP36. This is for one segment network. The C is wrong because this is a unique local like IP4 address, but it's not for multicast. And D is wrong because this is a IP for global unicast for public routing in internet. Okay, next question 2. What is the role of non-overlapping channels in a wireless environment? A. To allow for channel bonding. B. To stabilize the RF environment. C. To reduce interference. And D. To increase bandwidth. Okay, the correct answer is C, because non-overlapping channels like 1, 6, 11, and 2.4 GHz prevent signal interference between agents access points. And A is wrong because channel bonding combines channels to increase bandwidth, not related to non-overlapping concept. And B is wrong because RF stabilization involves power control and channel selection algorithm, not just non-overlapping channel. And D is wrong or incorrect because the bandwidth increase comes from wider channels like 40 or 80 MHz, or newer standards like 102.11ex. Okay, the next question, which connection type is used when an engineer connects to an AP with a configured IP address or dial-up number to manage the device? A is AUX, B is console, C is VTY, and D is Ethernet. The correct answer is B, console, because the console part used to management when management access when the device has no IP configuration. So if we don't have IP configuration, or like we first to configuration AP, we should to connect to the console first, okay? Because we don't have IP yet. And the B is wrong because AUX port is for model dial-up connection, not initial device management. And C is incorrect because VTY lines are for remote access via Telnet or SSH, which requires an IP address. And D and the VTY, you need to configuration IP address first, okay? And the last is Ethernet. This is incorrect either because the Ethernet access or Ethernet port need to configuration IP address IP address 2. Okay. The next is question 4. refer to exhibit. What does row 10.0.1.3/32 represent in the routing table? A. Lhost in the 10.1.1.0.1.0 subnet, and B. the 10.0.0.0 network. Set the source 10.0.1.100, and D is a single destination address. The correct answer is D, because this is a single subnet mask, or 32. So if there's a network has a subnet 32, it is for one single IP, or for one single IP, because this is a single subnet mask. So if you wanna use one single IP address, you should to use /32. And the A is wrong because the /32 does not cover entire subnet. It specifies only one host. And B is incorrect. The 10.0.0.0, this is network, will use a shorter prefix like /8 or /16. And the C is incorrect because the routing tables match the destination address, not source address. Okay, next. The question 5. What is the definition of backdoor malware? A. Malicious program that is used to launch other malicious programs. B is malicious code that infects a user machine and then that machine to send spam. And the C, malicious code with a main purpose of downloading other malicious codes. And the last, or D, malicious code that is installed onto a computer to allow access by an unauthorized user. The correct answer is D, because the backdoor malware creates a hidden entry point for attackers to access a system without authorization. Okay. The A is wrong or incorrect because this is described a dropper or launcher malware, not a backdoor. And the B, this is incorrect either because this describes botnet or spamware behavior. And the C, this is described a downloader malware whose purpose is to fetch additional payloads. Okay, next, this is a sixth question. What is a characteristic of a layer 2 switch? A uses the data link layer for communication. B provides a single broadcast domain for all connected devices. And the C tracks the number of active TCP connection. And D filters based on a transport layer protocol. The correct answer is A, because layer 2 switch operates at the data link layer or layer 2 of OSI layer and forward frames using MAC address. B is incorrect because the switch spreads collision domains, broadcast domain remain the same unless VLANs are configured. And the C is incorrect either because the tracking TCP connection is a layer 4 function performed by firewalls or load balancer. And the D is incorrect either because the transport layer filtering is performed by layer 3 or 4 device, not layer 2 switch. Okay, next, the question 7. Which type of VPN connection is used when employees access a secure server from a public Wi-Fi? A. Open, B. Site to site, C. Router to router, D. Remote. The correct answer is D, because a remote access VPN allows individual users to securely connect to a corporate network from any location. The option A is wrong because the open is not a VPN type. It refers to unsecured networks. And the option B is incorrect either because the site-to-site VPN connects to internet networks like branch to headquarters. So this is not for individual user. The option C is incorrect too because router to router is another term for site-to-site VPN, not for mobile user access. Okay, next is a question or number 8. Which two host addresses are reserved for private use within an enterprise network? Choose two. Okay, we shall to choose two two answer. Okay, so this is IP address. So the correct answer is A or A, because A, this is correct because falls within 10.0.0.0/8, a private class address range per RFZ 1918, and the A is right because, or correct because the falls within 172.16.00 until 172.31.255 and 255. This is a private class B. And the B is wrong because this is a public address range, and the C, this is incorrect either because this is outside the private range, and D is incorrect because the private class C only is 192.168.0.0, not 192.169. Okay, the question 9. How does make a learning function? Option A is inspect and drops frames from unknown destination. Option B is increase security on the management VLAN. Option C is send frames with unknown destination to a multicast group. And D, enable by default on all VLANs and interface. The correct answer, of course, is D, because the correct MAC address learning by enable by default on all switch to ports build the MAC address table dynamically. The option A is wrong because, or incorrect because, the frames with on unknown destination are forwarded to all ports like not dropped. And the B is incorrect because the MAC learning is a forwarding function, not a security feature for management VLAN. And the C is incorrect because the unknown unicast frames are flooded, not sent to a multicast group. Okay, next, the question 10. When a WPA2.psk WLAN is configured in the wireless LAN control, what is the minimum number of characters that is required in SC format? A 18, B6, C 12, D 8. The correct answer is D. The explanation is WPA2.psk requires a minimum of 8 HEASC11 characters for the pre-shared key press. The A is incorrect because the while longer passphrase are more secure, and the egg is the minimum requirement. And the B is incorrect too because this is a 6 character is below to WPA2 PSK standard minimum and will be rejected. Okay, the next question is 11. Which model must be used to configure Ether channel between two switch without using a negotiation protocol? A auto, B on, C active, D desirable. The correct answer is B, because the on model force the Ether channel to form without LSCP or PIGP negotiation. A auto is incorrect because the auto model waits for PIGP negotiation. It cannot initiate a channel formation. And the C active, because this is incorrect. Active is an LSCP mode that actively negotiation the channel. And they are desirable is incorrect either because desirable is a PIGP mode that actively negotiates the channel. Okay, next, the 12th question. Which cloud provides service alone organization to install its own operating system on a virtual machine? A is software as a service, B infrastructure as a service, C platform as a service, D network as a service. The correct answer is B, because infrastructure as a service provides virtualized computing resource when users manage the OS and application. The option B, A, is wrong because the SDS has a just delivers ready-to-use application. User cannot install or manage the OS. The C is incorrect too because the PAS provides a development platform. The OS is managed by the provider. And the D is wrong because the NEAS focus on virtualized network service, not compute or OS management. Okay, next is question 13. What is a feature of VPA? A. TKIP or EMC encryption. B. 802.1x authentication. C. Small Wi-Fi application. And D is a preset key. The correct answer is D, because the explanation is a VPA personnel use a preset key or PSK for authentication in small home or networks. The option A is incorrect because VPA is TKIP, but EMC is not a standard term, likely mean MIC for message integrity. The B option is wrong again because 802.1x is used in a VPA enterprise, not a defining feature or VPA in general. And the C is incorrect either because the small Wi-Fi application is not a technical feature of VPA. Okay, nice. Next is which VPA mode uses PSK authentication? Yeah. The option first is a personal, B local, C client, and D enterprise. The correct answer is A. The explanation, personal or A, or option A, is a VPA personal use preset key or PSK authentication for simple deployments. B and C, this is incorrect because local and client are not official VPA authentication modes. And D or enterprise is wrong because the VPA enterprise uses 102.1ex plus radius, not PSK. Okay, the question 15. What is a characteristic of encryption in wireless networks? A uses integrity checks to identify forgery attacks. B is intercepts data threads before they attack a network. C prevents intercept data from being easily read. And D uses a unidirectional handshake for authentication. The correct answer is C. Explanation is encryption converts plain text to cipher text so that encrypted data cannot be understood without the key. The option A is incorrect because the integrity checks like MIC detect tampering but are separate from encryption. And the B is incorrect either because the encryption does not intercept or block threads. It's only protect data confidentially. And D is incorrect either because authentication handshake like four-way are separate from the encryption process. Okay, next is 16. What is the characteristics of private IP-first addressing? A. Alleviates the shortage IP-first address. B. Enables secure connectivity over the internet. C. Uses a net outside global IP address. D. Reduce the forwarding table on network routers. Okay, the explanation is or the correct answer is A, because private addressing allows address reuse across many network, conserving scale public IP-first address. And option B is incorrect because this private IP address cannot route on the internet without NAT. Security depends on firewall policies. And C is incorrect because the private IP are used as a inside local address, so not outside address are public IP. And the option D is incorrect again either because a private addressing does not reduce routing tables on internet routers. Okay, the 17th question. What is the primary purpose of the first hop redundancy protocols? A. To enable multiple switch to operate as a single unit. B. To prevent loops in a network. C. To protect against default gateway failures. D. To provide load sharing for a multi-link segment. The correct answer is C. Because if LP like EHRP, VRRP, or GLBP, it provides a virtual default gateway to maintain connectivity if the primary virtual fails. The A or option A is incorrect because this describes switch stacking or VSS, not FHRP, and the option B is incorrect because this loop prevention is the function of spanning tree protocol or STP. And the D is incorrect either because load sharing on multi-link is handled by ether channel like LSCP, so not FHRP. Okay, the next is 18. Which enchantment is implemented in WPA3? So the A. Protect against brute force attack. B. Applies 102.1x authentication. C. Employs PKI to identify access point. D. Use TKIP. The correct answer is A, because the WPA3 uses simultaneous authentication of equal to resist offline brute force and dictionary attacks. And B is incorrect because 102.1x authentication exists in WPA or WPA2 Enterprise, not new to WPA3. The C incorrect because the PKI for IP identification is not a core WPA3 feature. And B is incorrect because TKIP is a duplicate WPA3 use AES-GSMP or AES-CCMP for encryption. Okay, next 19 question. How does encryption protect the wireless network? A. Via specific chippers to detect and prevent zero-day network attacks. B. Via an algorithm to change wireless data so that only the access point and client understand it via a policy to prevent unauthorized user from communicating on the wireless network. And D is via integrity checks to identify wireless forgery attacks in the frame. The correct answer is B, because encryption uses algorithm like AES or ETC to transfer data so only authorized parties with the key can describe it. The A is incorrect because the encryption does not detect or prevent zero days attack. It only protects data confidentially. And the C is incorrect because this is access policy are enforced via authentication or authorization, not encryption. And D is incorrect because this is integrity checks or MIC detect frame tampering but are separate from encryption. Okay, the last question or question 20. What is the maximum range of character used in a SSID? A 64, B 32, C 16, and D 48. The correct answer is B, because IEEE 802.11 standard limits SSID range to maximum of 30 bytes of character. The A or the option RB like A, C, and D is not like a standard. So 32 is limit and implementation on the vendor. Okay, so I guess this is enough for me. Thank you for listening and watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.